FNAF is back, ladies and gentlemen. And oh, almost forgot. 5 years FNAF anniversary. Happy congratulations. Yay. But in all seriousness, Scott Cawthon is a mad lad. He waited for the perfect opportunity, and Mad Pat should have seen this one coming. Right on the big day. 1 teaser, 2 teasers, and a complete list of bombs on Steam post. We're talking 2 years of non-stop FNAF, ladies and gentlemen, starting late this year. That's a lot. But before I begin, I have my bomb announcement that I would like to make. Our own Discord server, new and exciting things to come in coming days. Watch out for that. Voice chats, competitions, chance to get featured in the videos right here on SmackNPie YouTube channel, and so much more. First link in the description. Join now. I'm waiting for you there on the other side. But you know who else is waiting for us? That's right, the teasers that Scott Cawthon posted on his websites. And you heard that right. I'm talking both FNAFWorld.com and ScottGames.com. So without further ado, let's begin. After Five Nights at Freddy's VR, Scott went complete silence, and for a good reason too. You remember this Steam thread that he swore to update every now and then? Yes, that one. That one, ladies and gentlemen, is alive too, and oh boy, is it alive. But let's take it slow. Let's see what we got here. Starting from FNAFWorld.com. For those of you who are unaware of FNAF World in general, it is a spin-off, a fun and goofy game, a mashup of every character in FNAF franchise ever, and putting them together in mini games, kinda, sorta. It even has Scott himself as a character, a boss battle. Yeah, no joke. It's like Super Smash, but FNAF edition. But FNAF World came before Smash, so... Anyways, the first thing and the only thing you're going to see on the page is complete darkness in FNAFWorld.com, and obviously, understandably why it is FNAFWorld.com, with 2 shiny numbers. This was, of course, taken hostage by Baby's picture for 2 years. And now that it's changed, it is a big deal. 58. 58 is the next big thing Scott Cawthon is working on. All our prayers, 5 years of non-stop debates, sleepless nights led to this. 58. Wait, what? All jokes aside, this is of course Scott's passionate project that he likes to do every now and then. He's scared of the community and he hides these sorts of things, but deep inside we all know who he really is. 58 is a throwback to FNAF World's in-space minigame, which was of course FNAF 57, which means we're going to get another spin-off game just like FNAF World, or maybe just a completely different spin-off game. Maybe a continuation to FNAF 57, but one thing's for sure, it's not any canon horror game. It's not even a horror game, it is a fun and goofy take, which, come to think of it, it is actually more scary and disturbing than actual FNAF games. No joke. But then there is more. If you bright up the image of 58, you can see some quotes. More confirmation towards this being a troll-esque game. Quote, "Probably the worst idea he's ever had, FNAF fan. It's like he doesn't even care anymore. Random person. 5 years for this? Concerned citizen. Are we a joke to you? FNAF fan. Stopped caring after Dream Theory, Reddit user." Which in reality a really dangerous theory. If anyone's trying to attempt, you better know what you're talking about, or else get ready to get mauled by Reddit. And whilst I'm reading this is literally the reality right now overall. I'm telling you, man, Scott is ahead of his time. But let's move on to something a bit more serious, shall we? If you go to Scott's official website, which is scottgames.com, you would be blown away completely. The first time I saw, I couldn't believe it, like, at all. This, ladies and gentlemen, is something we've never seen or experienced in Scott's FNAF canon universe at all before. Obviously, we've had fan games, FNAF fan games, to fantasize how a 3D version of FNAF game would experience or look like, but never from the Scott Cawthon himself. until now. The first thing that stands out, of course, is 2020 release date, so it's not very far ahead. We're actually just 1 year away from FNAF next big project. And already there's so much to decode here. Arcade, laser tag, Fazbear's Pizza, mall, so many people. Theorists are speculating that this is 1980, or it has like 80s to 90s vibe to it. I believe otherwise, however. Sure, it might feel like that, but I believe this to be the continuation of FNAF We Are Help Wanted. Heck, these 4 animatronics are completely revamped. We're moving in new modern times of FNAF universe. We're seeing animatronics performing in malls, moving on from pizzerias and restaurants. We're seeing adults here rather than just kids. Mall is jam-packed for these animatronics, their performance. But there's more here. These animatronics look fairly new, almost like never seen before. Sure, Freddy looks a bit changed, but other than that, Chica? What is that? That looks more like a fan-made Chica, you already know. But Foxy and Bonnie, or are these even Foxy or Bonnie character? Like, what is going on? This is my take on the whole situation. This is the teaser to Scott's next big game that he's working on with a new studio, or, in my opinion, Steel Wool, the company behind Five Nights at Freddy's We Are Help Wanted. Why? Coming to that in just a second. And that game is set after the events of Five Nights at Freddy's We Are Help Wanted, which of course was after all previous games. I'm talking FNAF 1 to 4, Sister Location, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, and that game. Why do I think this is the continuation? Well, there are a lot of reasons. Number one is, if you open or save this image from Scott's website, it is named 9. And if you count all previous games, which actually let's do it right now together, Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 4 from first 4 games with no title, then the 5th game, which is Sister Location, and then the 6th game, which is Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, then the 7th game, which is Ultimate Custom Night, which was standalone, but it was in the realm of Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, and then the 8th one, the recent one, Five Nights at Freddy's We Are Help Wanted, and now the 9th one. It makes sense for it to be the 9th because we're talking about the canon entries in the FNAF universe. Now, this could be FNAF Into Madness, which was rumored to release later this year or early next year, which if you go to updated stream thread from Scott and read that FNAF Into Madness section, which let's do it right now, quote, FNAF Into Madness on hold. This game was originally going to be a project that I worked on myself, but now it looks like it might be a future project for Steel Wool. 2021 maybe. Right now, however, I am working on 58, which doesn't sound that appealing, I know, and it also says 2021, and we're talking about 2020 release date here. What's going on? What does it mean? That is irrelevant, because what Scott Cawthon wrote next at the end of this thread is a game changer. Quote, question mark, question mark, question mark, TBA, to be announced, the second game from Steel Wool, ETA 2020. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the only candidate for 2020 release date, and something we are unaware of. 2020 release date from Steel Wool Games, 2020 for the next big FNAF game project. I believe that Steel Wool will be behind this alongside Scott, and I don't think it would be just VR2 or VR whatever. I believe it would be an overall new FNAF canon project game for both consoles and PC port. I just believe that Steel Wool are a talented company, and now they got Scott Cawthon's trust and fans' support, and expect them to work on even more projects in the future for Scott and Five Nights at Freddy's. Heck, they might even take Five Nights at Freddy's franchise away from Scott Cawthon. That's not gonna happen, but however, good luck to them. One more thing, since Spring Bonnie Suit Person is out of FNAF We Are digital world and in the physical world through us, remember that through girl, the tape girl from Five Nights at Freddy's We Are Help Wanted, he might play a bigger role in this game. This game looks a bit more modern-esque, more towards futuristic-esque, and Five Nights at Freddy's We Are Help Wanted was one of the glimpses of how futuristic technologies would look like and how future FNAF looked like in FNAF world, and this might be the start, and we might even see someone new, completely different, a new villain, a new character other than William Afton, other than Henry. But that is just me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what are your thoughts on this. I wanted to do more explanation. I wanted to do a kind of sort of opinion / explanation in my theory on the new MatPat's theory that he started a new conversation. I am going to make a video on that with Facecam, and I'm also gonna do another video on this and future FNAF projects. This video is officially and originally planned with Facecam, but I'm delaying that for next video because I want to save Facecam for Dark Deception. That is important to you guys, of course, and for me as well. I want to take it a bit seriously. Anyways, that would do it for this video. If you enjoyed this one and want to see more, hit that like button. Make sure to let me know your thoughts and theories down in the comments. How excited are you for new FNAF games, especially this one, 58, and this new futuristic game? Is this even a futuristic game? Do you think it is a troll, or do you think it is actually happening? Also, make sure to join our Discord server, link in description. I would love to hear your thoughts there. We will do VCs for Five Nights at Freddy, so make sure to join, and I'm also gonna make videos with you guys through Discord, so make sure to join, link in description. And if you're new here, smack that subscribe button, help me get to 20,000 subscribers, and I'll see you next time. Until then, take care and peace.